Good morning, Don Keith on the Diary of a Psychotic video blog. This video blog is brought to you by Campbell's Soups. Good. I just heard that my stepmother passed away last night, but indeed she'd passed away almost 3 weeks ago. My sister, Rebecca, she lives out in Colorado, and I don't get much contact with her. Not really sure why. Never any cross words between us or anything. I didn't even hold it against her. She ruined one of my favorite sports cars years and years ago. I just wanted to know that I love her, and I hope her grief is assuaged by the fact that grief is love enduring. I'll miss Margaret. She was a wonderful person. Married my dad after a horrible divorce with my mother. I remember first meeting her. She was waiting for us with my dad, and my dad had her wait with us at the curbside at Kennedy International when we had been on an airplane for the first time, my brother and I. He was 9 and I was 8, and we were standing there with her, and she tried to talk to us a little bit, and this fella came up with a sandwich sign. It said the end is near. Repent, sinner, the end is near. That's what was on the sandwich sign. He tried to give my stepmother a tiny New Testament. She said, "No, thank you. I already have a Bible." But he was insistent, and he started telling her, your children. She said, "They're not my children. They're my stepchildren. I've just met them." She tried to explain. She was so nice, and we didn't know what was going on. My dad shooed the guy away. Get away from my family, you lunatic!" And I said, "Dad, is the world coming to an end?" And he's like, "No, Donnie, it's not coming to an end in your lifetime or mine. My lifetime or yours." I'm like, huh. That was the first experience that Margaret had with little Donnie and little Billy. And we were like wide-eyed. She's like, "Damn it, why did you have them land in New York?" He says, "Because LaGuardia is too far away. I didn't want to drive that far." My dad. We ended up driving back, and we drove to North Kingston, Rhode Island, where my dad had an apartment. And there was 2 bedrooms, one for my brother and I, and one for he and Margaret. And that was the first summer. We didn't stay with them very long because my dad had to get a house because he was going to be in Rhode Island for a while, stationed here with the Gemini program. While they were building, they had to build certain guidance and navigation systems for the Gemini program, and then later for the Apollo program. Margaret tried to take care of us and raise us, but she was young. I don't even think she was 21 yet. I think my dad married her when she was like 18. All right, she had met my dad as a Quonset flight attendant. She was a Quonset flight attendant. My dad had met her, and he fell in love with her, and I can see why. Margaret was nice, and she was pretty, and she was Australian. So I just didn't understand, but I do now. The one thing I wanted to talk about was mortality comes for all of us. Okay? Yes, we're all going to be in the same place one day. All loved ones are going to have to go casket shopping. A tasket, got to buy them a casket. That's what's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to everybody. All right? I miss her, but grief is love enduring. This has been Don Keith, the Diary of a Psychotic video blog, brought to you by Campbell's Soups. Good.